Enough with the clickbait. Enough with the rumors. You want the latest metal news, real news, served raw and unfiltered? Then you need Metalheads podcast. No bull, just the riffs, the releases, and the rage. Tune in live every Friday at 10 p.m. on NPR or dig into the archives and the latest headlines at riffwiremag.com. Get your horns up and welcome to Metalheads with Riffwire Radio.
G'day, we're talking with Jahred from the band Hed PE. They're heading down to New Zealand again on February the 13th and the 14th. You must be excited about that.
I'm super excited. I just flew into California to practice with the fellas to get ready for this run in Australia, playing all the hits from Broke, the record that put us on the map. So thanks for having me on today, Terry.
Oh, no, absolute pleasure, mate. The pleasure's ours. What are you most excited about getting back down to New Zealand?
Oh, yeah, New Zealand. I love it. We're so blessed because we were there last year and it was amazing. And I'm just so stoked to come back down and do the whole nostalgia thing of, the Broke record and take everybody back to their teenage years.
Yeah. Oh, nothing beats it, does it?
Right. Why not?
Exactly. Oh, it's pretty special when you get to go back and do things like that. Especially
Yeah,
for the fans. It's
yeah.
and to be a teenager again, everybody wants to do that, don't they?
Yeah, it would be nice. It'd be nice to go back, but know what you know now. Because
Yeah,
definitely don't
definitely.
want to go back and go through all the teenage angst again.
That's very true, very true. So, did you play Wellington last time?
I think so. I think it was Christchurch and Wellington where you know what? I'm not sure, but I think so.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. No, I know that Wellington are excited about having you down there. So, you're celebrating the 25 years of Broke. Just tell
Yeah.
us a little bit about that.
Well, a lot of the bands from our era have done that, and we've never done it. So we figured, hey, let's just go out there and play the record that put us on the map and play all the hits and just take everybody, enjoy the nostalgia, So it's just something that I've never been into, but at this time in my career, I think it's a good look and it's a good time. It's a party.
Yeah, you're right. Lots of bands are doing it, and I guess that's the evolution of music now having a legacy, isn't it?
Apparently, so I'm just going to follow suit. And people have requested it for a long time because, Broke was that record that everyone kind of became introduced to us.
Hmm. So, what do you think made that record so special? And do you
Oh,
have any good,
wow.
great memories of when you recorded it?
Wow, I think that's for other people to say, but I think the timing of it, um, you know, um, I had already, we had already done one record, so I kind of just, the whole record was just about that hardcore lifestyle, and I think teenagers and people were feeling the experience that was coming through the speakers, and just the year was 2000 and things were different, and I don't know, it struck a nerve, I think.
Oh, it definitely was a different world back then, wasn't
Oh
it?
my God, yeah. We couldn't put that record out now, but it was a really honest record, lyrically, where I was just talking about a lot of, struggles and, just I was like, feeling some, my heart was broken, so I put a lot of that into the music, and people were kind of feeling a common ground with me.
Yeah. I know that's awesome, and I understand. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you re-recorded "Bartender" and "Raise Hell." Could you tell us a little about doing that?
Yeah, the record company that I was with said, "Hey, let's do a bartender remix with the Dropout Kings." And so it was really a record company idea, but I was okay with it. And so we did that. And Raise Hell, once again, another record company idea. Hey, let's do a remix of Raise Hell. And I was totally fine with that because it's one of our underground hits. So I didn't mind doing it. And then, plus my production skills and my studio has come a long way, so I kind of was excited to just give new versions of those tracks.
Excellent. So, what was it like reliving them and going back there again?
Well, I'll tell you what, at first it was kind of a huge challenge to kind of like just to kind of, when you're recording it, you're capturing a moment and a vibe. So to recreate the vibe was challenging. But then after I was kind of like, I kind of had to accept the fact that there's no way I was gonna exactly remake it vocally because my voice was different and technology was different. So I was just like, it was just kind of a reimagination and a remix of it. So that I really love how it came out.
Excellent. And so, you're doing the broke set and all that. What else have you got planned for the fans down here?
Just all broke all night because New Zealand is cool in the way that they've always kept in touch with Hed PE even after we left kind of the mainstream and did a lot of underground independent stuff. New Zealand knows all of our stuff like Raise Hell and Peer Pressure and all of our punk rock stuff. But it will be nice to just come and play all broke all night.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, what's it like coming down to? I mean, like over in the States, I can imagine you play some pretty big venues, but coming down to New Zealand and Australia, where you've got these tiny little venues, that must be special in itself.
No, no, no. For us, like the crowds that we play for in Australia are the rooms are pretty big.
Yeah,
So actually, Australia and New Zealand would be some of our bigger markets even than a
oh
lot
yeah,
of the like in the States because it's so huge. A lot of the times we're playing in smaller clubs.
yeah,
But we'll play 100 shows in the States. Where in Australia it's only and on New Zealand it's like 5 shows, 7 shows total. So we only go to the really big spots where we have good numbers because it's very expensive to get to Australia and New Zealand. So, we can't just go there for a good time. It has to make sense. So luckily wherever we go, there's 400 or 500 people, waiting to hear us play, or else we wouldn't really be able to do it.
yeah. Oh, I mean, it's awesome to get you over here because, like you say, I mean, it's expensive, and a lot of bands actually miss us out. They'll go as far as Australia, but they don't come down to New Zealand. So it's a real pleasure to have you coming over. We really appreciate it.
The pleasure is ours, believe me, brother. Thanks for taking the time out, Terry. Really appreciate it, brother.
Oh no, that's absolutely cool. No worries. So are you still producing and writing new material these days?
All the time. That's all I do. I have no other skills, Terry.
Yeah,
It's the only thing I know. It's all I know is music and rocking out. So if I'm not making money recording vocals for another band, then I'm like, I'm working on my next record.
yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, because I mean, I do recall seeing you advertising that you were interested in doing vocals for other bands. How's
Yeah,
that work
yeah.
out?
That works out great for me. It's another source of income. And, it's fun for me to record verses or choruses for other unsigned bands.
Yeah, I've seen other people do it too, and it just seems like a great way to get special guest spots and things like that. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's a nice, another revenue stream for me as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't mind hearing what artists are doing out there as well.
Yeah. Well, that's it. And it must be fun playing with other bands and getting involved with other musicians as well.
Fuck yeah. I love it. And because of technology, it's like I'm doing tracks a lot of times with bands from Australia or, Europe or whatever. So that's pretty fun.
That's right. Yeah, technology does make it very easy, doesn't it?
Yeah, totally. It's great. It's a gift.
Excellent. So you've got your own studio. Do you produce other bands and all that sort of stuff in there?
No, just mostly my own.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind doing other bands, but I haven't put myself out in the marketplace and nobody's really hit me up.
yeah.
So hey, if you're out there and you want me to produce your band, just hit me up. But yeah, I definitely have the time and the hunger for everything that involves music.
Oh, that's awesome, mate. Because you got to keep that passion, don't you?
Fuck yeah, that's all I know. That's all I know.
Yeah. Oh no, that's absolutely brilliant. So tell us a little bit about the writing and recording process and how you work nowadays versus how you worked back in the day.
Well, back in the day, if I wanted to hear like if someone in my band wanted to write a demo or something like that, they had to come over, or I had to drive to their apartment just to hear their song. Now it's like, yeah, hold on a second, they send it right over.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? So back in the day, if you wanted good vocals or whatever, you had to go in a studio and record the shit. And now the technology has advanced so far that you can just do it at home mostly. So I don't even think that a band like Hed PE would exist if it wasn't for like how technology has progressed.
Yeah. It definitely makes it a lot easier, and I mean, like a lot of bands are almost global now, aren't they? With the fact that you'll have members in Europe and then members in the States and members in
Well,
Australia.
right. It just all spread out. I wrote my last record mostly with a guitar player who lives in Holland.
Nice.
So it's fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. So, how does the music come to you? How do you? I mean, like when you're writing and getting into that process, how does it work
Jeez.
for you? Do you like hear verses, or do you hear songs, or do you just see lyrics or music? What's it?
Well, I'm
Melodies?
hearing lyrics in my I'm writing and lyrics down or putting them in my phone all day, all the time,
Hmm.
right? So sometimes those lyrics come with melodies, and sometimes they don't. So I'm hunting for music all the time from all the musicians that I work with, and or I'm coming it up with it myself because I do play guitar myself and so I'm matching up lyrics with music I'm finding, or if a song inspires me to write new lyrics right then I'll do it. So I'm attacking things differently every time. Although there's like recurring lyrics in my head that I want to get out, that it
Hmm.
keeps spinning around in there for the last year. That as soon as I find the right song, I'll plug it in. So it's just different ways. Sometimes it's the lyrics and melody already come, and then I
Yeah.
match the music to that. But it could go either way.
Oh, mate, that's spectacular. I mean, because a lot of people struggle with that, so it's really cool.
Right.
Yeah. So, do you have a favorite microphone that you use?
I use the Neumann uh TL 103. I like that one. I also use the Shure SM7. Those are the two that I go to. But I'm mostly the Neumann TLM 103, I believe it is. Yeah.
Excellent. Is that just for comfort, or do you really like? Is it the special sound?
I just think the clarity is there. And
Yeah.
it's like, I think I got it for less than 1,000 or it's not the most expensive mic, but the clarity is there.
Oh, that's awesome. So on a slightly different tangent, your first recollections of music. What was it that first inspired you and made you want to become a musician?
Oh, really? Wow. Well, I started playing piano at a very young age, but that was because my parents forced me to do it. But I do remember seeing Johnny Rotten at a young age, and being captivated by that and heavy metal music, at a young age. Of course, when I was really young, I was loved the Jackson 5, but I never really until I went to see Rush, that band, the Canadian band
Yeah,
Rush, and Def Leppard when I was a kid. That's when I was like, "Oh, wow." And I think I went to see U2 when I was a kid, and I was like, "Oh, that made me like, oh, I'd like to try and do that."
yeah, yeah. Rush are huge over there, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah. Especially in the fucking 80s. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So what would you say is your favorite new band? Are you listening to much new music nowadays?
Bring Me the Horizon. It's my favorite band right now, new band. But they're not that new, are they? Um, um, but as far as new one's not coming to mind.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's cool. Excellent. So, you're getting out on the road to do the Australian and New Zealand tour and all that. Have you got much planned for after that? Getting through the
Well,
states and stuff.
yeah, I can't speak on the tours that we've got lined up because they're not confirmed. But we have a bunch of US tours, and then we'll be going back to England and Europe again in September. And we're just gonna be touring all year because I need that money.
Oh, it's brilliant to hear that you're still getting so many gigs. That's brilliant, man.
That's all I can do. Yeah, I'm lucky.
Yeah, oh, it's good. I mean, but it speaks to the band's legacy, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm lucky there, Terry, that I still get invited on tours.
Yeah. Well, I mean, good personalities always help, don't they?
I hope so. I wouldn't
Oh,
know.
well, you're still getting to it, so it's all obviously going well. Show warm-ups and rituals. Is there anything that you do before you go on stage to get yourself all worked up and vocally ready?
Well, bro, when we first started this shit, like when we were doing Broke, I used to get wasted every night. And
Hmm.
so but now I don't. I take it very seriously, singing and all of that. So, I'm doing warm-ups and I'm not smoking herb for hours and hours before a show or whatever. No drugs before the show. So, I'm staying in good health, so that when I get up there, I can be at my best.
Yeah, well, you're pretty lucky over there in the States where half the places it's legal for the herb.
You're right. It's
Down here,
everywhere.
it's not the case. It sucks.
Right. It's they frown on it, don't they, in New
Oh,
Zealand?
very much so. And they've just brought in drug testing for drivers as well. So that's not so much fun.
Oh, great. Yeah, yeah. I know when we were there, though, somebody did smoke out with us.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear that, mate. I'm glad to hear
Breaking the
that.
law, Terry. Breaking the law.
Oh, it's a special moment though for fans though when they get to hang out with you and do that sort of thing. It's really cool, man.
Yeah, buddy. It's a good time, man.
Exactly, man. That's brilliant. So, what sort of cool merch are you bringing down? Is it just t-shirts and that sort of thing, or?
Yeah, t-shirts and hats and little Hetty bears, we call them. Hetty bears, they're like this big.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. T-shirts, hats, Hetty bears. That's about it.
yeah. Oh no, that's real cool. Make sure
But
people
we
can
have
buy
really
the
cool
merch.
art, so people always love it.
Yeah. Oh no, that's an important part to the music, isn't it?
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, that's
It's a
brilliant.
good
Oh,
time, bro.
that's right. Oh, I've got one last question for you before we let you go, and that is that words of advice for young musicians.
You know what? I always just say it's all about songwriting. It's all about having music you can play for your friends without making any excuses. Rather than before you hit play, well, it's not done and it could be better. And no, no, have some tunes that you can play for your friends without any excuses. Because if your friends don't like you, that's where it starts, being able to play stuff for your friends.